Manga and anime fans, we have to talk. Let's be more civil in this community. Because every time an author makes an ending, we somehow, someway don't like the ending or call it trash just because it didn't fit our own perspective. Gege announced in mid-December of 2023 that he was ending the series within the year. And let's not forget about his health concerns, which was the reason why there were multiple hiatuses during the year of 2024 for his manga. Yeah, so JJK was rushed due to a myriad of factors. Wasn't terrible in my opinion, and what time he had left with it, I'm rather impressed he was able to give us a satisfying ending at that point. And before you fans say yes it was rushed, I'm gonna tell you what you got to do with My Hero. My Hero had the perfect ending. Everything was encompassing, all the characters and the plot holes were closed up. It was a nice bow tie for the most part. Then people were like, well, we don't like the ending because Deku didn't get the statue at the end, or his friends didn't spend time with him, or why is he still a teacher? First off, 8 years progression getting to the timeline, they now have their own lives and goals and endeavors, so they're branching out to do their own thing. Second, Deku always wanted to be a teacher. And third, being a teacher is kind of like being a hero because you're inspiring the next generation for hope, teaching them how to live in the world and to create a better tomorrow for themselves and for the world at large. And being a hero for Deku wasn't about praise, it was about saving others. So having a statue about All Might pretty much facilitates what being a true hero means. Doing what's right for others, not about celebrating yourself or looking for glory. Back in the 90s when the Yu Yu Hakusho manga ended, it was kind of a tumultuous ending because there were a lot of plot holes that were left unresolved. But as you know, it was kind of internal conflicts between Togashi and his editor and other concerns. But just because a manga ends in a way that we didn't expect or that went below our expectations doesn't mean it's terrible or it's bad. It just means that's the way that Arthur wanted to end it, or there probably were other contributing factors to why they had to end it in such a way. Sure, you can give constructive criticism about a manga's ending, that's okay, but giving scathing criticism isn't really fair. And a lot of these YouTubers and social media influencers feed off of that vitriol and hatred us manga fans have for certain endings. And we shouldn't feed into that because we're independent thinkers. We cannot have a mob mentality when it comes to a manga author ending a series in a way that was not in our expectations. So all I'm saying is for us as fans of these works, of these mangakas, we need to be more honest with ourselves. If you have a disagreement with the ending, that's okay. You're allowed to have that. Freedom of choice, freedom of opinion. But you can't be disingenuous and say the entire author's work is trash just because you disagree with the ending. We in the manga community have built a wonderful community, but can be even more wonderful if we become civil and not react by our base impulses. So all I'm saying is take a seat, relax, actually think about it. Let's voice our opinions in a more respectful and understanding manner. Like a manga ending that isn't pleasing to manga fans is like a Twitter thread, just pure chaos. The community can grow to a more healthier, amicable relationship if we can all have that sense of civility. That's all I am saying. So as manga fans, we have to do better and be better. So if a manga author makes an ending that we don't necessarily agree with, we can say it respectfully without nuking or just disrespecting the author's writing style and what they do. It's the same thing with Bleach. When people said Kubo's writing is terrible, Kubo's writing is not terrible. Kubo's writing to me is one of the best writings in mangaka. Just because the way he makes his characters and just the world building, because the characters of Bleach aren't white or black, it's just a gray world. You can make the argument that the Soul Reapers are the real villains of the whole series, and that's why I like it, because they're not trying to be these sanctimonious saints. There's just these captains and lieutenants just trying to maintain an order that was artificially made. And that's why I love it. Moral of the story, let's be a better fandom and not just react with our emotions. Okay? We're better than this. I respect and enjoy the entire manga fandom, and I hope you guys have the best success in your life.